First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Locke on the bootleg. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Locke working out of the gun. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They go play action now. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Block now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Jones has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Block off a play action. This is the tight end fan. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Locke. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
So one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Alex
Alexander Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the gun, it's Locke. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Locke's going to sneak it, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Ryan. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. Way things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They're on the 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Hall not going to bring this one out. Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Cordero Patterson had the second fastest play of 2019. He hit 22.23 miles an hour on a touchdown run, and he found a top gear here as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Ryan eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Ryan on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Falcons have got a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Young May Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
29-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Russell Gage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Locke now on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking downfield for Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Here's Locke back near his goal line. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 16, Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie, A.J. Terrell. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 25-yard line.
Clock will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So time runs out. It's a victory for